We do have Sizwe Mapena for this one.
The Hollywood Bets Kasafa Women's Championship.
Zambia, praise to thee, O one, strong and free. Praise be to God, praise be, bless our great Zambia, Zambia, green and we stand under the flag of our land, Zambia, praise to thee, O one, strong and free.
And now the national anthem of Tanzania.
Well, we move closer to kickoff here for the Zambians on the left of your picture. Their sixth semi-final in a row. They've had 8 in total. And as far as the Hollywood Bets Kasafa Women's Championships, they know what it's like to get to this point. They've gotten to the final before, as they hope to once again hit another final. And well, they'll also be very wary of the fact that they are amongst the tournament favorites coming into this year's tournament. So, no doubt they'll look to the tournament's top goal scorer with 8 goals in this year's tournament. Banda, of course, is worth keeping an eye on. Their captain, what that as well for Mapepa, out wide on the left side as well. Zakatonga in midfield, those are amongst the goal scorers in this Zambian side. They'll also look to Lubanji to have a good showing, as they look to see a good combination between Banda and Lubanji in the attacking third. Now, for the Tanzanian, their second semi-final in a row in as far as this Kosafa Women's Championship is concerned. Well, a few to keep an eye on. Wearing the number 10 jersey, Tukumbule will most certainly be a threat. Same can be said for Minja, operating out wide on the left side, and Lunyamila on the right side, whilst their captain Bilali hopes to keep things tight in midfield, assisted, of course, by Fatuma Suleimani, who's amongst the most impressive in this tournament in the defensive midfield position. The match referee here from Madagascar, Rosalie from Madagascar, as I mentioned, will be assisted. Ms. Dakoto Zafinoro from Madagascar again, and Polozzo Mapara from Lesotho. The fourth official is Tebuheleng Setogo, another official from Lesotho. And as far as the coaches here, Bruce Mwampe, well, I hope his Zambian side don't suffer the same feat they did last year in the semi-final against the Tanzanians here. Of course, they'll also be very wary of the fact that all eyes will be on the lady in your picture, Banda. And the hope from a Zambian point of view is that other players come to the party here in coming good against a very good-looking Tanzanian side that is led by Shime Bagari, the coach who, of course, has seen the side get better and better as this tournament has gone along, led by Bilali. Tanzania in the blue, attacking the goal to the left of your picture. And the Zambian side in the gold and black will attack to the right here in what should be a very good game of football. Two quality sides. There are matchups all around the field. And the two sides are certainly bring pedigree with Tanzania representing the Sakafa region, which they've won on 2 occasions. They've also finished runners-up in the Sakafa Women's Championship out in the East. In 2019, they finished 4th earlier this year in that tournament. So, whilst the Tanzanians have hit their second Kasafa semi-final in a row, having reached the final and won the tournaments, they also bring plenty of pedigree in the way they fared out in the Sakafa Women's Championship. For those of you that aren't in the know, that is in the east of Africa, where Tanzania, of course, is at home. This side that's certainly brought quality to this Hollywood Bets Kasafa Women's Championship. Some have even dared to say this could be the final before the final, such as the quality in the matchups out there. Panda, looking for the early positives here from a Zambian point of view, is Barbara Banda, dead ball specialist. So for Tanzania, they'll have to watch out for any set pieces in and around the box. Here is Banda looking for Lumanji already inside the box, taking up a good position. Such a dead ball specialist is Barbara Banda that we've seen her score even directly from a corner. Won't be the one to take it this time around. Mapepe it will be. Banda amongst those taking up attacking positions here, with Lubanji bringing good height into the Zambian attack. Tanzania able to deal with the danger as Zambia looks to keep them on the back foot. Ball out wide here to be delivered towards that far post. In the end, it's way too close to Mtunda. Bilali with the ball in field and looking for a partner in midfield. And Msewa scored that smashing strike in the semi-final to score the quality goals that saw Zambia book the place in the semi-final. I beg your pardon, in that last group match to secure the place to face the Zambians, Tanzania. Najat Idrisa between the sticks, organizing defensively. In swinging corner, this will be in towards the near post, and keeper seemed to be struggling somewhat. Then coming to aid with a good defensive play is Aisha Nuga. So we'll do it again from the near side. The in swinger gaining distance this time to the far post. Battle on Panda amongst those appealing for yet another corner. Good little spell of pressure this from the Zambians. Another corner it will be. And for Banda, she's moved over to take the corner, of course, having battled for it in the air here. And lost out in the battle. Maybe misjudged the jump just a bit. Came off the defender last, no question about it. Now, this is where Banda can be a bit of a threat. We've seen her score from a corner from out on the left side with the right-footed in-swinger. That was out at the Madiba Stadium. Into that near post! Oh, it's a threat. It's a serious threat from Banda. It's needed Fatima Suleimani to deal with it on that near post. And had she not been there could have been problems for Tanzania. Had to be dealt with. Keeper again looked to be struggling. We do it again. This time is come off the roof of the net. Was that the crossbar? It nicked on its way onto the roof, I wonder. Those corners from out on that far side, or a serious problem coming from Barbara Banda. Plays a club football out in China, with Shanghai China is the tournament top goal scorer. Lubanji looking to hold it up. Now options here on this near side, always looking to push onto the front foot is Bilemu here wearing the number 8 jersey. Conmessa in the blue hair, busy as ever, trotting up and down this near side touchline. Well, we've yet to see much of Tanzania. As I say, that's the Bilali on the ball. She'll be looking to direct play left and right and pick up the tempo from a Tanzanian point of view. That's so expertly with the aid of Diana Msewe, wearing the number 11 jersey, whilst breaking up the opposition plays, as is the case now, is Suleimani. Nice touch. And looking to keep things moving then from a Zambian point of view, from Wilombe. Got it all started with the settling of play. Now it's over to Bilemu here on the near side, going down the line in search of Panda. Lubanji watched closely by Suleimani. Here's Wilombe. Tembo, one of the best left backs we've seen at this year's tournament, Tembo. Yet to see a venture forward, but now driving forward here is Katongo for the Zambians. comfortable with the ball at their feet will pose a problem or two for the likes of Bilali, Suleimani, and Sewa in midfield. In fact, we will have quite a midfield battle when you consider Wilombe and Katong for the Zambians and what they have to offer in the middle of the park. Should be an interesting matchup between themselves and Bilali and Sewa. Now, she's smashed a few from distance as Barbara Banda. Is this maybe a touch too far? Again, going for goal, and yes, more than just a touch too far. A couple of troublesome corners, which would have been the highlight of the game so far. That we've seen from Barbara Banda. But such is the quality of some display out there that for these sides to fashion goal-scoring opportunities in open play, they'll need to be at their very best. Now, Tanzania looking to find the eye of the needle. In the end, it's Lushoma who spotted the danger, stepped up to deal with that ball intended for the movement of Tukumbule. Good work on the far side here from the Zambians. Looking to create their best chance yet in this game. They're yet to create an open play, keep in mind. Whereas Tembo is hopeful going forward. Easy pick up here for the Tanzanians. Who've got good movement out wide here on this near side. Diana Nali running into trouble. Miss Belemu on the 9 is Misozi. Lubanji under pressure and handled just a bit then by the central defender, Mwamagamba, who had been pulled out of position by some distance, so maybe needed to create that foul so that she could drop back and cover in the heart of that defense. It's Suleimani. Finding Bilali. Again, looking for the eye of the needle. Again, Zambia very organized defensively, extremely well organized. Musonda between the sticks, coming in for a red touch inside the opening 10. Katong. Wilombe. Tembo. Belemu. Good movement on this near side. Flowing football this from the Zambians, but pace, plenty of it. Defensively coming from Diana Mnali. Good piece of play then. To seeing the Simba Queens defender, who's enjoying her 4th appearance of this tournament, keep things nice and tight as Barbara Panda turns with the sharp shots. Keep at that near post covered, plus it was wide of the mark, but reminding the Tanzanians of a threat. So, Suleimani running into trouble. Been very impressive so far in the games here. One of the best defensive midfielders we've seen so far at this year's tournament. Suleimani, consistent. Not only just breaking down opposition play, but look to those around her then to complete passes and keep things moving. A lot of attacks start with her winning the ball at times for the Tanzanians. Bilali, nice little touch from Sarah. Now from range, the shot is predictable and blocked. Now could be problems here for Tanzania as Banda has the pace. Does she have the composure? Oh, it says yes. It's Zambia that opened the scoring with Barbara Banda getting a ninth of the tournament and now chasing double figures. Well, they've popped up once again the Zambian supporters at the very same spot they were at last time. And it's only taken them 12 minutes to see their side open the scoring through their captain, Barbara Banda, after a lovely pass to release a good shot of pace and composure to put Zambia into the lead. Pass was spot on here. Soon after they won it back, the transition was too much for the Tanzanians then. And easy as you like for Barbara Banda, who has a bit of fun at the keeper's expense then. Jati Idrisa, as soon as she scores, she's looking at Idrisa and enjoying the moment. Wondering if there were words exchanged between the two leading up to that moment. Well, she was the threat from the few corners she'd taken to the snapshots a few minutes before the goal was scored. No one was more of a threat out of that field than Barbara Banda. And the best chance created in open play sees us pop up to convert and put the Zambians into the lead. Now, 13 minutes in, with the option of making 5 changes. Oh, Bagari, be quick to maybe change a thing or two out there, keeping in mind the side is yet to really trouble the Tanzanian defense, or the Zambian defense, I beg your pardon, up to this point. Suleimani with the clearing header. Giving chase here is Tukumbule. Isolated as always, but looking to hold it up. Does a good job in that regard then. Finding Ninja. Kept moving by Msewa. Now the shots from range on target, but not troublesome for Musanda, who has no problems plucking that out the air. Suleimani's touch, aided then by Bilali. Back to Suleimani. The 3 midfielders combining here, as well as Msewa keeping it moving. Tembo. For Green Buffaloes women, her 4th appearance in this tournament. Used on one occasion in the last match as a sub, where she came on late in the game, Martha Tembo. Other than that, she's been a starter in every other game. Throw their way back into this match, and could very well be from the dead ball. There's been such little joy from open play. 7th in the box, so they certainly are looking to make something of this, or start with a quality ball. Outswinging corner. And the teammate on the near post, but the defender there to make life as difficult as possible then for Katunzi, the JKT Queens player, another who's been consistently used throughout this tournament. This is our 4th appearance in the tournament. Katunzi. Suleimani. Bilali. How often do these three combine? With Sewa also involved in. The problem for them has been the final ball, where they're looking to get the front 3 released in, the 3 of Minja on the left side, Dunyamila on the right, as well as Tukumbule in the central areas. They've struggled to getting them onto the ball inside the final third. That's been a major challenge for the Tanzanians thus far. Now, Suleimani, I believe it is, who's down and injured here, and they'll be hoping that the Simba Queen is able to continue with this game, whilst it's a final warning, I do suspect, and for Misozi. Crashed into her opponent. There's Misozi. So Suleimani should be back on the field in the next few moments, whilst the 10 ladies of Tanzania, without her, and make something happen here from the set piece. They've won themselves yet another with a set piece one. I think it's safe to say then by Tukumbule. More than anything, she felt the contact behind her and immediately went to ground. Moment of concern maybe for Bruce Moapit. So, set piece here. We know Minja can strike it. She's standing over it here for the Tanzanians. Just a moment where they find their equalizer. Well, ball goes wide of the mark then. Underwhelming from Minja, looking for a third goal of the tournament. Jimmy Pagare watching on then and impressed himself. Here's Banda. If you are joining us late, yes, the only goal scored so far has been scored by the tournament goal scorer, who now is on 9 goals. Some distance between herself and the chasing party. And as far as the top goal scorers award is concerned, Zambia in the meantime looking to stretch the lead here as we go over the 20-minute mark. The ball a full 10 yards back according to the referee, so standing over the ball here is Zamapepa with the left foot. Either will look for a teammate towards the far post or try and beat the keeper to the keeper's left. He will try to beat out on the far side as well. So looking for the teammate that's curled into the keeper, who has to keep an eye on the thing. That was a bit of a tricky ball to deal with for Mujahid Drisa. Now, a paper, the space, and Suleimani there with the telling challenge, time challenge it was from Suleimani. Now kept moving by Lubanji. Behind him, Isozi. That's such a good one from Belen. Immediately makes himself an option for the return pass as Banda looks for the turn. Yeah, nice turn on Suleimani. Got pace of Banda. Ported. Quickly then by Katomo. Belemo. Wilombe. Tembo. Now pushing forward into those attacking areas. It's a well-angled ball, but the defender should get there first. Did it come off the defender last? The answer is yes, and it's thrown it will be to the Zambians. Again, good flowing football from the Zambians as they look to continue to cause discomfort for the Tanzanian side. Speaking of discomforts, there's a lady down in some pain. I do suspect it may be my pepper. So far, the medical team has been called on. Yeah, it is my pepper who is struggling, and hopefully we'll be able to continue soon with the game here. The Lusaka Dynamos lady has scored a goal in this tournament, so crucial to the Zambian ambitions in the efforts to get to the final. Look the way they've gone about play so far in this tournament, you will be forgiven for maybe considering them favourites, the Zambians. Even against the Tanzanians, they would have come into this one with a favourite tag in many people's book. And really having a force. Hate good football. Also, like the South Africans, using this tournament as a warm-up for the World Cup. Another side that proved to be difficult in their group to beat, yet they didn't get the semi-final bid that they would have been hoping for, but also showed why they did so well. In the WAFCON was Botswana. Extremely difficult to beat. They made life horrible for the other teams. One win and a couple of draws, didn't suffer defeat. Clearance here by Belemo initially. Tembo now needing to work to get further clearance, showing lovely skills in Tembo. Reason why we enjoyed watching a play as much as we have in that left back position. Yes, Suleimani on to Ninja. Looks like a ball here, could be a chance, but for some good goalkeeping from Catherine Musonda. Is a club football for Indian Roses. Musonda enjoying her third appearance over the again. 180 minutes coming into this match. Add another 25 to her tournament minutes. That's the one match where she was rested. Lubanji, strong, looking out to the pace of Banda. No problems getting beyond the first defender. Banda going for goal. Caught us all by surprise, did, including those of the field who may have expected her to look for a teammate. And she went for power. No problems in beating past the opponent on that occasion in Katunzi. Hilali. Over to Mnali. Under pressure, but still able to keep it moving. Bilali doing well to make herself an option. Suleimani back to a captain who's fouled. Misozi. It is the ill-time challenge. Misozi plays a club football for Hakkari out in Turkey. Let's join our third appearance. He's only at 80 minutes, so the least amount of minutes for anyone in the starting 11. As the header comes in, on goal. Well, we mentioned earlier, if there was a way to come back into this game for the Tanzanians, it may be from the dead ball. In the end, it's a dagger to the heart from a Zambian to a Zambian. And with the mistake, is Lushomo Mwemba of Green Buffaloes women frustrated with herself and showing a frustration as well towards her teammates here. As Tanzania throw one back. The ball occurred that needed to be dealt with. There was the attacking intent of Minja just behind her. And the touch in the end just wasn't enough. When she directed it beautifully past her own keeper, unintentionally. It need to be said in respect to Lucia Mwemba. So the set piece, very well placed one here from a Tanzanian point of view, from Akatudzi. And you have to feel for Mwemba, there's no way she could ignore that, had to play it, and conceding the. Now, it's the Zambians. As we approach half an hour's play, with the era picking up the pieces. Is Bilali. Zewa looking for the movement on that far side, dealt with by the Zambian defense. Banda, beyond one. Banda still. Into the corner. Well, Banda's corners have been troublesome. This time around into the near post. Finds Mapeppa, who may have handled. Half an hour's play has come and gone. 1-1 the scoreline in a game that's turning into one of serious interest. Suleimani with a bit of a knock on the head here. He should be able to continue up against Mapepa, whose elbow banged into the back of her head. You can understand the pain for Suleimani, who already has been stretched off and had to leave the field in this match. She does leave. It will be for the second time in this first half. Now, the unfortunate Mwemba doing a defensive duties, dealing with the set piece, dealing with the movement of Minja as well. And it's crucial you watch Minja's movement here. She's right on the shoulder, can't be ignored, meaning the ball can't be ignored. And, well, the misdirection in the header sees Tanzania finding the equalizer. And Zambia frustrated. Nothing she could do. And to the quality of the ball from Gatunzi. So, for Ushomo Mwemba, one feels her pain and understands the situation she found herself in. Quality from Gatunzi in the ball, quality in the movement from Minja. That's comfort from Mwemba and the forced error in the own goal. Well, Tanzania, they do have the situation here where And that's Lisa, the goalkeeper, is down and in need of some attention. Also, one of those that plays for JKT Queens. Conceded once before today, so this is the second goal she's conceded in the tournament. Having played 180 minutes before this afternoon clash. Now, interesting, out on that far side, there are a few Tanzanian fans that have arrived and made it a point they can't be ignored and they will be noticed. Right alongside the Zambian fans who've gone quiet since Zambia has conceded what was the equalizer, and they were very vocal. Now the Zambian fans out on that far side find themselves a bit outnumbered by a few Tanzanian fans carrying the flag, and not just that, a little loud in the fact that they do have drums that they are beating on. So a bit of a contest starts on that far side. You can see the Tanzanian flag moving to the left of your picture. Centrally, there's the Zambian colors. So contest on the field, contest in the far stand. Hembo with the clearance. Hembo with the clearance. Time. Good size. Zambia rapidly through Banda, no surprise there. Tanzania have struggled in open play to create openings, finding their goal from a dead ball situation. That piece. That's so an own goal with Zambia looking to defend the movement and the quality of the ball then, and unwittingly scoring the own goal through Mwemba. There's Banda. Oh, nasty clash then, involving two teammates. Fall in here as the opening pops up, and in the end, unable to take over the shot was Msewa in what was the best bit of movement from the Tanzanians in open play. Brought about by a crash between a couple of defenders. One of them is the Tembo, the other, I suspect, is Mwemba. Kept created chance. Biggie. Hardly moved since Tembo unintentionally and unwittingly crashed into it. Both were looking at the ball then. Both advanced on each other. There is Tembo arriving on the scene. So, far side is where all the action is from a point of view of supporters that are enjoying the moment. That's the Zambian contingent. They were loud and proud, and Zambia went into the lead leading 1-0. Gone a little quiet since Tanzania found the equalizer. The Tanzanian supporters were a little late in arriving, but they have arrived in numbers against the score. Just was extremely loud. Now, not only paying attention to the game itself, but also to their Tanzanian counterparts who are cheating. Was extremely loud. Now, not only paying attention to the game itself, but also to their Tanzanian counterparts who are cheating. And some way of the mark thing. Katongo. Now, Tanzania looking for a strong ending to the half here. Ball into the central area. Space to turn, but nowhere to go. Shots! Final. Here's Katongo. Confirmation in just a minute. Will be added on to the end of this first half. I'm under pressure, able to find Belemo. First half, that certainly lived up to expectation and how difficult it would be for both these sides. Zambia, maybe the better of the two in open play. Tanzania, able to force the equalizer through an own goal after a good set piece. That's so pressure on Mwemba. So where she had to play a ball, something comfort. It ended up in the back of her net. So pressure. End of that half then. Mwemba. And no separating. Both Zambia and ended up in the back of her Tanzania. Well, Barbara Banda continues to be a thorn of every size that players. And so far, for Barbara Banda, this year's tournament with a 9th goal. Equalized so far. So when it came from tournament with a 9th goal, the Tanzanians came from a dead ball situation. What they will look to do, the ladies in blue, is improve from open play to create chances, while Zambia will look to bury some chances they create and create more than what they did. Tanzania won at half time.
Play Spinner Zonke online now and enter.
Globally, 85% of infertility is because of infections, typically the chlamydia and the gonorrhea.
Your time is up. Thank you so much.
Okay, since I've been mentioned, I can react to what comments in the just.
Yes.
I haven't finished my point.
Remember,
No, let me finish my point so that my brother can.
Does the Patriotic Front know the kind of damage they have done to our economy and to our country? I do not.
The alleged abduction of Pamela Kisupa, and this case has really kept us on our toes. And in as much as
nobody has been acquitted from this new dawn administration cases that have been started, there's nobody that has been acquitted. Okay.
CJ, foreplay. I'm not talking about jump and begin acting like a kangaroo. No, foreplay. Many of us as Africans, we lack this virtue. This is not there.
Yeah, the time twaje ku Malabo. Kwa sababu the first game This game toilet was same. I think what it is underrated because even the home up, you can see the way they are doing home up. Bale munagati bola na bawina kale nyopo.
So it's actually good if you start creating competition in the team. If you don't create competition, then you will have a problem who to replace when one is injured.
I think the names people have been calling me, I accepted them and I welcomed them. But what I would prefer being called as a nickname, I would prefer being called Sambalung.
counterattacks, tackles, and dribbles, victories, and tears. So put a ball in
85% of infertilities because of infections, typically the chlamydia and the gonorrhea.
Your time is up. Thank you so much.
Maybe since I've been mentioned, I can react to what Commissioner just
Yes.
said.
I haven't finished my point.
Remember,
No, let me finish my point so that my brother can.
Does the Patriotic Front know the kind of damage they have done to our economy and to our country? I do not.
The alleged abduction of Pamela Kisupa, and this case has really kept us on our toes. And in as much as
nobody has been acquitted from this new dawn administration cases that have been started. There's nobody that has been acquitted. Okay?
CJ, foreplay. I'm not talking about jump and begin acting like a kangaroo. No, foreplay. Many of us as Africans, we lack this virtue. This is not there.
Yeah, the time twaje ku Malabo. Kwa sababu the first game twale tena wa Senegal. I think what it sana underrated because even the warm up, you can see the way they are doing warm up. Bale munakati bora na wawina kale nyoko.
So it's actually good if you start creating competition in the team. If you don't create competition, then you will have a problem who to replace when one is injured.
I think the names people have been calling me, I accepted them and I welcomed them. But what I would prefer being called as a nickname, I would prefer being called Sambalung.
They joined by Namibia and South Africa. And then Mark, we look to our last three balls at the end of the groups. Position A4. Team Mauritius, all the other nations at once. They go to position A4, and that concludes Group A. Team Lesotho, they go to position B4 to conclude Group B. They are joined by Mozambique, Angola, and Seychelles. And then the last ball, the end of Group C and end the draw. Team Malawi, they go to position C4. They join Namibia, South Africa, and Comoros. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the draw. The fixtures will be distributed through our media outlets. I'll go back to Mbali for the recap. Thank you very much.
Just before we hand it back to Mbali, I think you viewers at home will have seen the touristic footage of the beautiful mountain kingdom, or other kingdom. I always call it the mountain kingdom because they are so mountain, the teeny landscape, and we're really looking forward to being there in October for this exciting competition.
Well, thank you so much. Let's just then bring those quickly. Group A, Eswatini, Zambia, the most successful team.
Early and two. As Zambia going to the lead and well, it's a stop lead with the mistake coming from Najat Idrissa, who looked comfortable going up to go catch that ball, couldn't handle, and the Zambians had hands to grab the lead once again. Doing so through Misozi. Scoring an important goal here as Mapepa played through the hopeful ball over towards that far post. To her credit, she continued moving forward. Did Miss Ozzy wants that hand? Thank you very much. Panda with the opener. Wemba with the own goal. Miss Ozzy with the third goal scored by Zambian in this match. Two of them on the right end of the field. Panda now pushing forward, isolated, looking for the arrival on the far post. Tanzania very quick to get numbers behind the ball. Tembo loses one. Keeps it moving with Wilombe. Fine. Comfortable playing with the back to goal. Nice skill in trying to keep it moving for the Zambians in the end. That attempt from Belemo couldn't find the teammates. Here's a goal scorer in the second half, Misozi. Wilombe back to Misozi. Sulemani. Belemo busy and comfortable with the ball at their feet, can contribute for the Zambian side pushing forwards. Wayward ball, easy to read then from Katongo. Yes, Timbo. Bilali there to win it back. How can keep it moving as we say, well, we're looking for width. Timbo there to deal with the danger. Panda still, runners left and right, goes left, Mapepa, forced wide. And in the end loses balance. That's an important point then as Zambia had a bit of minutes about that attack. Good work on the near side from Katongo. Just unable to keep it alive. Ulombe. Lubanji, good job keeping it moving. So is he involved as well? This is Belemo. Good football. This from the Zambians up until that final delivery. He comes shots with dart to the second half from the Zambians. Of course, you have the win back thanks to the second half from the Zambians. Of course, you have the win in the back thanks to the goal scored, which has given them a little bit extra. In the way things have started behind them. That's such a good tournament up to this point, Idrissa. Paper with the touch. Nimble with the pace. Suleimani with the challenge. Paper with the touch. So good. Nimble with the pace. Holding it up. Finding it going tough against Suleimani. Not very many get Suleimani with a challenge. Get the decision as well. Does the defensive midfielder continuing to work hard for the Tanzanian cause. Thunder, nice turn. He's taking quickly here. The Zambians, as Belemu pushes forward, has options in field. Zambians feel that should be a corner. It took a slight deflection and is a corner. Mapepa moving over to take it out to the far side. What will be the left-footed in-swinger. Five in the box for the Zambians, the two lurking outside of the box. Header from Lubanji is wide of the mark. Plays for Red Arrows Football Club, does Lubanji. Her fourth appearance over this tournament, has amassed 186 minutes before today's 52. Here she is on the ball, looking to Banda. Had a good game up to this point as the Zambia number 6, Wilombe. Seemed to be set for Katong again. Nice footwork to lose the defender. Needed better accuracy with the ball in search of Mapepa, however. Tanzania now needing to come from behind for the second time in this match. Haven't quite gotten it together in this second half. They need her to come good at running things from midfield as she's done time and time again, Bilali, so far in this tournament and in the first half. Very little for Tugumbule, wearing the number 2 jersey, furthest forward for the Tanzanians to work with here so far in this match. Been so closely watched. Nunga to take the throw in on the near side. Operating in this right back position is the lady wearing the number 9. Who represents Simba Queens. The leaders with the movements, supported by Tugumbule. Nunga, foul. Battle of the 9s. There will be a yellow card by the look of it for Lubanji. Do you believe it is the first of the semi-final? The Red Arrows Football Club player, also heavily used in this tournament. 186 minutes, their 4th appearance. First into the referee's book. Again, Tanzania with their goal and own goal from a dead ball. Played in by Gatunzi, who does it again. Tembo this time looking to deal with it. Doesn't do so effectively. There could be an opportunity at the whistle had gone. Zambia hoping, or Tanzania hoping to have the opportunity then through Munuka. Simba Queen finding the whistle had gone. Nothing would have come of that, regardless of whether she found the back of the net or not. Approaching the hour. Banda with the movement down the line. In this Banda going here, finding Gatongo. Looking to set it up then for Wilombi to possibly have a strike. In the end, the defending good enough to slow down the Zambian approach. Wilemu with some good touches on the far side. It's Ozzy now. Scorer of the second here in the semi-final for Zambia. Wilombi. Wilemu. Nice touch. Wilombi as Zambia look to hold on to it here. The pressure applied by Tanzania immediately. They will look to Tugumbule. As has been the story throughout the day, the service towards her is making for a difficult time for her. Can tell with the numbers increasing out in that far grandstand why Isaac Wolfson Stadium has been such a success for the Hollywood Blitz Kasafa Women's Championship. Because of the support we've received here, word has come in that the final will not go back to the Nelson Mandela Bay Stadium, but will stay right here in Kwazakele, where the supporters have shown they love it. Support for women's game in the Kasafa region. Panda. Wilombe. Misozi. Katongo. Elemo going down the line now. Zambia need numbers in the box here. A chance to send in the early ball in towards that near post and it's defended well enough by the Tanzanians. No chances taken in that defensive area. Nali with the ball clear. Shime Bagari watching on here, wondering whether his side can unlock the Zambian defense once again. Ball in. Major concern for him and his side is if Zambia were to find a third here and extend their lead. Keep in mind, this one of two semi-finals we will be bringing your way. That's good play. Tembo's ball across. Oh, it needed some numbers in there to believe, although Tembo was in an offside position. Sozi, under on the turn, loses one, looks for the movement from Mapepa, cuts back into traffic. Hilali. Good touches from Msewa. And the final ball disappointing. They really are struggling and finding Tukumbule. Huge gap between Tukumbule and the rest of play. Suleimani. Touch from Nunga. Now they look to push forward. That's Bedemo beating the danger while having to come across from that right back position to deal with the movement of the lady she's marking. Tugumbul. The Tim winner back. Forces the throw in. Tugumbule. Frustrating tempo. With the set piece one then. Nice little bit of skill to someone from Bluesville, the defender, for using the contact to win the set piece. So, Katunzi of JKT Queens with the all in. Now, is that the movement from Panda? She's seen off the defender. Can't get the better of Idrissa. Seems to have committed the foul here. Can't quite believe the decision went against her. Willem. Centrally here. There's Nunga out to the far side. Nali. Tugumbule. Nice little touch. Runs into trouble with Timbo, however. The contest on here between these two sets of ladies. Pushing forward here. Running trouble with Timber again. Is that Mnunga? Yellow card coming up. Katunzi. The latest to go into the referee's book. Won't make much of a case of it. All over. Banda. Once the foul is given, I don't think Katunzi believe that was worthy of a yellow card, although to her credit, she kept it together and kept it moving. Good communication here. Lisa happy to pick up. Also plays for JKT Queens. Now, here's Jugumbule. It's for Simba Queens. Good work here by Jugumbule. Super challenge as well from Wilombe, who's had a good game. The Red Arrows girls player in her fourth appearance of being amongst the strongest representatives of this Zambian side. Tembo. Shooting more and more, working as hard as possible to try and bring others into the game here, playing a lot with back to goal. That's done by Lubanji in search of the isolated Banda. Holding it up. So Tanzania now finally will be making a change as they try and change their fortunes in this game. Making way is Minja. Coming on in a place. Bangamwini. Lubanji. Looking for space enough to send in the cross. Supposed to go back to Wilombi here. Supported by Katongo. Whips one in then. Bounce won't pose any problems this time in the handling for Idrissa. Made that horrible error at the start of the second half that led to Zambia going back into the lead through Misozi. So, Bangamweni, who's just come on for Tanzania, plays for Landizi out in Tanzania. Only at 54 minutes of play in this tournament, so we'll enjoy a good pocket play here for a player who's played mostly coming off the bench in the two appearances, yet to start the game in this tournament. Suleiman is Bangamweni. They are doing a better job of bringing Chukumbule into the fold here. Suleimani does well under pressure every step of the way then in battling against Mapepa. Plays for Lusaka Dynamos ladies, says Mapepa. Won't give up on the fight here. She played the ball first then. And what was a good contest between her and Suleimani. Bangamweni. Ellen will continue to work hard in the right back position. Plays for Red Arrows women. That's her third appearance of the tournament. Has played 2 games and 153 minutes before today's 68 and counting. Now, That's not the very best clearing. Straight to Lubanji with Banda up ahead of her. Straight to Banda. There's good movement on that far side. Now ball back in. Lubanji! Oh, she didn't hit the ball and it goes narrowly wide. Started the whole move for the Zambians. They'll feel they should have the 2-goal cushion. Then Ramsey, first time ball back in from Misozi. Big number 9, taking up a good position. Straight into the south. I don't know where Banda spotting the movement, but this early ball is what's opened up that defense. And praying then was Idrissa as that ball goes wide of the mark. So, Apepe will make way and won't add to a goal so far in this tournament. On in a place. Nanyangwe wearing the number 22 jersey. Good challenge by Timbo. Lungu also coming on for Wilombe. So we've seen a couple of changes made by the Zambians. Change also made by the Tanzanians. No change in the scoreline from the opening 5 when Zambia stressed their lead. Opening 5 in the second half, I mean. Now, good block. Necessary block then. As Alongo was looking to come on to confect in by finding that third. The 2-goal cushion would have been established for the first time in this match. Has she been able to hit the mark with that shot? Well, that block all the more important for Tanzania. They need to be the ones to score the next goal here, if it is to come at all. Suleimani. Suleimani again. Keeping it moving. By Longo. Getting involved since coming on, wasting no time in getting involved in that Zambian midfield. Of course, replaced the ever-president Wilombe, I mean to say. So Longo needs to make sure she is as present, playing alongside Katongo in the heart of midfield. Tembo running into trouble with Suleimani. Outnumbered here on this near side is Suleimani. Another just on the keep involved as early as Nanyangwe in the minutes since she's come on. Misozi with pace. Still closely watched. Willem. Katongo, appreciating the Zambians' ability to hold on to the ball, of those in the stands applauding the passes as they keep coming on here. Lungu. Literally, the mistake does come in here. Irene Lungu, who's come in here with the number 14 jersey, plays for Green Buffaloes. Has enjoyed a fair amount of a play in this match. This is her third appearance. Handball. Lungu the guilty party. Another set piece here for Tanzania. With the time becoming a factor now, with every second that ticks by, they maybe will need another dead ball situation to find another goal. This is where they've been a threat. Tanzania will be making yet another change here. So, Mwamagamba will make way for Haruna. Katunzi. But the assist for the own goal earlier. Going for goal this time, no problems for Catherine Musonda with the pickup. The Indomie Roses goalkeeper having no worries. Suleimani it is with the wayward touch. Yes, Banda. Thanks for the turn. Early with the ball in. No chance to take it defensively anyway, will do. Just done. There's Haruna. There's the very first appearance, keep in mind, for Haruna in this tournament. Hasn't featured it yet, so comes in here for the first time as a sub in the semi-final with Tanzania chasing the game by 2-1. Zambia in the lead. There's change coming right in the heart of that defense. By first change in defense for the Tanzanians. They had made the change, of course, with Bangamwene coming on for Minja. That's a huge change with Minja having scored a couple of goals in this tournament. Zambia, the only side to have gone through the group, splitting all of their matches. Reason being, or the reason why they are favourites in many people's books, quite possibly coming into the semi-finals. Even with South Africa out there, the Zambians have looked rather strong and confident in the matches they play. Yet to draw. Here's a huge part wide, Barbara Banda. Oh, that's a lovely pass. Good run now. Little too much onto it, and great goalkeeping from Idrissa with her timing off the line then. Banda, always a threat. Even when not scoring, she's looking to provide for the likes of Misozi. Plays the football for Hakkari out in Turkey. Banda playing out in China, or Shanghai, China. It's the lady down here on the near side. That's why players been held up for the timber, waiting to take the throw in. More and more fans piling into that far side. That the Tanzanian supports with the drums, but unquiet for the time being. Not with Zambia in the lead. Not to be outdone then with the ball through the legs of Katunzi, who was wise to the intentions of Barbara Banda. You say what? Looking to combine with Bilali, then finally going tough at midfield. Now, Lungu Looks for the return. Oh, rather. That was Nanyangawe. Yes, Dungo. Ilemo. Ball too close to the keeper. Tanzania now looking to use the width of the field in an effort to really get their best chance in open play. Still hasn't come. The best moment has come from a dead ball, keep in mind. None of the ladies have gotten onto the score sheet. All three scorers in this match from Zambia. The own goal as well, coming from Mwemba. Nanda keeps it alive with the first time strike. Oh, she does come up with the unexpected every now and then. Tough angle. Bilemo under pressure. Plenty of pressure being applied then by Dugumbule. Doing well enough to force the possession away of Tanzania, albeit for just a short while. Suleimani reads the game so well, positions herself so well, come up with the interceptions and the challenges that slow down opposition play. As things stand, the defending champions are on the way out, and we will have a new champion. That's unless Tanzania can pull one or more tricks up their head in this match. Offside. Should be doing a better job watching the line. Offside official is Oloto Mapar from Lesotho. So, Bilali. The hopeful attempts, both trouble. Catherine Musonda. Bangamwene. It was with the attempt in. Zambian supporters increased out to that far side. I'm happy to report. Maybe now outnumbering that from the Tanzanians just next to them. It's been a bit of a contest between the two sets of supporters when the momentum in this match has swayed this way and that. Tembo. Lubanji. And ball. Zambia won't be too much of a hurry to get things moving with the clock being where it is now, approaching the last 5 minutes. Zambia very much in the driving seat and looking for the revenge they were hoping for coming into this match following last year's loss to Tanzania in the semi-final. Always she's going for goal from any dead goal situation, and that involves Barbara Banda. Now, ball in, numbers in there. Banda loses one, creates the space for the shots. And goals for Banda in this tournament. Closest to her is Kanyadiwe Untameti with 5, having done so well for Botswana against the Comoros, of course, where Botswana got a whole host of goals. And you've got Tabitha Chawinga from Malawi, who of course didn't qualify from Group C with Tanzania getting the beating of them in that group, and Chawinga leaving after the second match to go back to a club side out in Italy. Inter Rabale from Lesotho had a hat-trick in the opening day for Lesotho. Not forgetting December Sam with 3 goals as well. Nanya went to Banda now, Timbo. And we combined with Lungu. Banda turns Suleimani twice. Well, she's supposed to foul away as a Banda. So Suleimani keeping tabs on Banda. Lungu to drive it towards that far post. Yes, Banda. Now, is that a penalty? They're appealing for it. The Zambian ladies, the referee from Madagascar, Rosalie, has pointed to the goal kick. Interesting, yeah. Good shot for a penalty. That launching challenge from Manali. Nani, one of the Simba Queens, out to that field from Tanzania. That's lovely play out to the far side, getting the applause from those out in the stands is Bilemo. Completes the pass as well. With the passing field to Anyangwe now. Banda. Kabanji. Easy for Idrissa. Kabanji, another that plays for Red Arrows Football Club. Went forward from Lushoma Mwemba. Case for Green Buffaloes women does the central defender wearing the number 3 jersey, scorer of the own goal in favor of Tanzania in the first half. Nothing wrong with that play, says the referee. So problems here for Nanyangwe. Another of the Green Buffaloes players out there is Nanyangwe. Third appearance for her in this tournament. For Zambia, they continue to impress. It will be 4 wins in 4 as the best record in this tournament. The only side to have won 3-3 in the group stages. And of course, if things stay this way, we'll look forward to a final against either South Africa or Namibia in what will be the second semi-final. We will bring you a little later today. So reason to stay with us here in Wazakele in Rebecca. The Hollywood Bet Kasafa Women's Championship. The entertainment has been there with support for the Zambian ladies, the Mozambicans, the Tanzanians, Botswana as well. We'll be hard pressed to find a nation in or on the continent that isn't represented within the borders of South Africa, so there will be support here. May not be in great numbers, but there certainly will be support for the various nations. Zambia also with the biggest victory with that 7-0 win over Lesotho. Also, that's the most goals in one game. There's reason why some consider Zambians to, of course, be favorites. When you look at those numbers, it's easy to understand why. Look at those facts. Here they are, leading the defending champions by 2-1. Looked in full control here with Tanzania, unable to really create much in open play. That has been the Zambian organization with the likes of Tembo at the back, as well as Mwemba, Musase, and Belemo. And initially Wilombo operating in midfield along with Lungu coming on as the sub. They've really been in control of this match. Yes, they may be not played in the way of ball possession in the first half, but they have hardly given an inch, barring their own goal to the Tanzanians. Well, Banda has been the major threat. It's no surprise then that even coming into this match, even against opposition with the pedigree of Tanzania, she gets it on the score sheet as well here today. 2 minutes added on to the 90. 1 minute has come and gone. Dubanji has begun with the time-wasting tactics. Set piece for the Zambians. More time going in their favor. At this stage of the game, that's exactly where they'll want the ball. They want Tanzania with their backs to the wall here. Tembo. Tembo again. Tugumbule. Frustrating afternoon of day continues for Tugumbule. The flag will be up here against Braba Banda. We will have a new champion at the Hollywood Best Kasafa Women's Championship of 2022. Zambia, in a repeat of last year's semi-final, get the better of what were the defending champions, the outgoing champions, Tanzania, with an impressive display of football here. Banda in with a goal. Remember, unfortunate with the own goal, but Misozi at the start of the second half settled it after Idrissa had made the mistake, and Zambia went back into the lead, a lead that would never give up. The Zambian supporters on the far side, overjoyed with pride, as Zambia look to be crowned because of the champions here, and will play the winner of South Africa and Namibia later on today. But in as far as this first semi-final, it's Zambia that march on through to the final, beating Tanzania by 2-1.
Pangana mount vida umpo papu pampaka katika tefye chiko doing shooting nganetipo yeah about we know yeah World Cup to agenda no papa bullet fika copa shit.
Everine, a big, big victory for Zambia. Step a little bit closer to the mic. Last year, Tanzania knocked Zambia out. And you knew that coming into today's game, it was going to be war for Zambia to book their place in this final.
Yeah. The game wasn't so easy. It was a difficult game because we knew Tanzania will come hard on us. So we tried by all means to work as a team, to put in more effort and coordinate very well for us to win the match, because this match really means a lot to us as a team. We really wanted to be in the finals, which has really happened. So it's indeed a great day for us and a great achievement as a team.
Everine, let's just talk about how you were dealing with that midfield today. How even with the passes, how you were just dictating the pace of the ball and just making sure that Tanzania does not connect with each other. You dealt with them so well in the midfield today.
Yeah, I think it's because of the communication we had with my fellow teammates. Because Tanzania has tall players, their midfielders are taller than us. So we were communicating as a team how to mark, how to press them, where to press, and how to attack. That's how we managed to contain the midfield as a team.
Congratulations. How does the final feel to you?
It's really great. We can't wait to play the final because we really want to win the match and we really want to carry the trophy home.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Everine Katongo, she is the player of the match from Zambia. I'm joined now by Coach Shime Bakari. Coach, let's talk about today's game. You had a game plan. You fielded an unchanged side from your previous game. You knew the team very well. What did not come together today for you?
First of all, I give credit for our players. They play against fatigue. So it's according to the situation of the game. But all of all, they managed to play well. They try to find a result. But all of all, we agree. We lost this game from goal number one from counter-attack. And second goal, it's a mistake, an ability mistake from our goalkeeper. So we try to push to equalize the goal, but we didn't manage to equalize.
You know, when I remember that own goal, it was the same player last year in the semi-final, their defender, who scored an own goal. And it almost looked like history is going to repeat itself. But Zambia just seemed just a little bit too strong today, coach. It just seemed like you could not play your style of football, struggling to just take control of the midfield today.
It's true. Zambia is a good team, so we play against a strong team, also against Patiki. So we're in trouble today. But all of us, we agree they play better Zambia. They try to push up, and they achieve to beat us.
As defending champions, you do bow out, coach, but just your thoughts on this tournament and just how your team has performed.
It was a very, very good tournament. We learned a lot from different team here, different coaches here, and I hope we'll get a big uh, positive uh, things in this tournament. So we uh, take a good hand for Zambia to the final, and we're going to play the last game. I don't know if South Africa or Libya, but all of us were ready to fight for the third place.
All the best.
Thank you.
So close yet so far for Coach Shime Bakari, and he just really wanted to make it back-to-back victories here at Kosafa. But Coach, 2019 was the last time Zambia was here. It took 3 years, and now you're finally back in the final. The Soccer Party team's performance absolutely outstanding today.
Yeah, thank you very much. I think the result I can say is good. That is what we wanted to go to the finals. But of course, this is not the time to celebrate. We need to finish our mission on Sunday when we play the winners between South Africa and Namibia.
Did you get a bit of a scare when Mwemba scored that own goal again? Because she had the same own goal last year, and it almost seemed like history's going to repeat itself. Did that shake up the Zambian camp just a bit, or did you just remain calm?
Yeah, it actually came at the right time when when we were going to halftime. We had to talk about it, and we said, okay, this is not time to concentrate. This is the time now to concentrate more. The last 45 minutes, we should actually go out there and get one or two goals. Then we'll seal the deal.
When I was speaking to Everine and how she was just so instrumental in that midfield, and she was saying, look, the Tanzanian players are tall, but we had to make sure that we stick to our style of play and we just cut that supply. And they did absolutely well. You look at the Tanzanian captain, Amina, she was just nowhere to be found. And we know last game she was a key player in that midfield.
Yeah, but even in this game, she was one of the key players the Tanzanians have, and but it's only that they couldn't go forward. Midfield, they were playing good, but going up front, the last game I saw them, they left one player on top, so that player was picked by two of our central defenders. There is no way she can. We just said that this one shouldn't actually play, and they actually made sure that she never played the way she's supposed to play. But well and good, we stuck to our plan.
Before I let you go, how does the final sound to you? How does the final sound like to you?
It actually sounds good because I can't remember the last time we were in the finals. I think it was
2019.
2019. Yeah, it's good to be in the finals, and it's a morale booster, especially to the upcoming players in our team. Especially if we go with the trophy, I'm sure they will be the happiest players around our country.
Congratulations. We shall see you on Sunday in the final.
Thank you so much.
It is Zambia. Finally, they make it into the final. It took them 3 years to get here, and it took a gutsy performance, a well-disciplined side, sticking to their guns, sticking to their strategy and game plan. And certainly, this time around, they did triumph over Tanzania and making sure they finish the game within 90 minutes. But up next, we do have another big game. South Africa will be taking on Namibia. Now, Zambia will be watching with bated breath to see who they will meet in the final. We know that South Africa has a home ground advantage and, of course, the crowd here at KwaZakele Township. But we have seen Zambian fans have come out as well. Tanzania also had fans here. So, how will things now transpire in the second game? Is South Africa up against Namibia? We will be back at 3:15 for that build-up.